Today, we're getting up close with the Mahindra XUV 7XO. What's new? What's different? And is it the ultimate upgrade? We're covering every single detail, so let's get straight into it. This vehicle, the 7XO, is essentially the refreshed version of the XUV 700. So, what's actually changed? Let's kick things off with the most noticeable part, the front. The entire grille is completely new. You'll notice this pattern here is actually quite distinctive. Now, look at these headlamps. You get these twin barrel units with the signature daytime running LED strip. Of course, your turn signal is integrated right here, but there's a bigger relocation story you need to see. Remember where the fog lamps used to be? Those have now been moved up here, into this cluster. So this second light you see is actually a cornering lamp. Plus, check out this new gloss black finish on the bumper, that's a fresh addition. Your number plate mount sits down here, and yes, that's a camera up top. Its resolution has seen a major jump from before. The side profile of the car remains largely familiar, but a few key things have been altered. Let me show you those in detail. First, let's move here. The top-end variants now roll on these new 19-inch alloy wheels. And see this finish? It was a matte look before, but now it's a proper glossy machined finish. Ground clearance stays the same, and the mirrors carry over the same design. You still get those sleek flush-fitting door handles, and these chrome elements continue unchanged. Honestly, from this angle, not much has been literally transformed. But walk to the rear, and you will spot some significant updates. The most obvious one is this full-width gloss black panel. It now proudly features the large XUV 7XO badging. Down here on the lower bumper, you get more of the glossy black trim, which wasn't there on the older model. The reflector design has been tweaked slightly, and while the tail lamp shape is familiar, it's all housed under this new darkened lens for a more premium look. Now, if you're wondering about boot space, let's open it up. It's a manual lift, and the space is decent. You can fit 2 standard check-in suitcases or a few carry-on bags with room to spare. We tested the 7-seater before, and the capacity remains impressive. The best part? These second-row seats fold completely flat. And it's a 50-50 split, giving you great flexibility for loading luggage. What about color choices? The 7XO introduces a brand new shade, this sleek gray. The ever-popular white is, of course, available, a color that never goes out of style. Then you have this deep wine shade. It's a rich, reddish maroon. Next up is a new golden bronze hue. The classic blue from before returns, but in a slightly different tone. And there's a similar but distinct turquoise option as well. Last but not least, you have a solid, commanding black. Alright, time to step inside. It's a 3-screen cockpit. 1, 2, and 3, and all 3 screens come standard from the base variant, along with connected car tech. Let me start it up so you can see the layout. If you look at everything here. In the previous model, you got a lot, but now it feels grander because the screens are bigger. They're all 12.3-inch units now, instead of the older 10.25-inch setup. That 12.3-inch cluster, 12.3-inch touchscreen, and 12.3-inch screen for the front passenger make the dashboard feel much more expansive. You also get this all-new steering wheel. Feel how nice and soft this leather is. On this side, you have your audio controls. On the other side, you get menu controls for the instrument cluster. Over here are wiper controls, and on this stalk, you manage the headlights. Now, talking about this main screen, it's packed with features and is now a lot simpler to use. What I really like is this new driver assist for you. It's a new feature, available only on the top variants. So if a vehicle enters your blind spot, it will alert you right here. You also get integrated navigation, which existed before, but on this larger display, it just looks and feels more premium. Alright, let's move to this central screen. This 12.3-inch unit comes with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. It's connected to a powerful 16-speaker Harman Kardon audio system. The user interface is the familiar one from the 7XO, which is quite intuitive. Underneath, it uses a much faster Snapdragon chipset, which is a very nice upgrade. Let me quickly show you the 360-degree camera. The quality seems pretty good overall, and more importantly, the response time is nice. See this? Earlier, there used to be a noticeable lag when switching views. Now, the moment I put it in reverse, it switches on instantly. That lag is completely gone. You also have a new section here for performance data, things like G-force, lap times, all presented in a slightly refreshed format. And that's about it for this screen. In the audio settings, you get an equalizer plus a sound experience mode to create different 3D audio atmospheres. Now, this third screen is purely for entertainment. Videos, news, you can join meetings, you can do almost anything right here. The features available on the center screen aren't all mirrored here, of course. Moving to the center console, it's now covered in these soft touch materials. In fact, you also get this finished surface here, which is quite nice. See these button styles? We've seen them first in Mahindra's electric vehicles, and now they're introduced here. They have a sort of soft touch feel, and I must say, the quality feels very premium. You get a total of 16 Harman Kardon speakers. Over on this side, the driver gets an 8-way power adjustable seat. Both front seats are ventilated. Here, you have a 65-watt wireless charging pad, a fast Type-C charging port, and a standard USB port. There's a dedicated phone slot, an electronic parking brake with auto hold, and the gear lever design is carried over. Plus, 2 cup holders and the intelligent controls are also placed here. This is the car's new key fob. It has lock, unlock, and boot open buttons, plus a remote start feature. The front seats are quite wide and supportive. In fact, the bolstering feels increased from before. The quality of the leather has definitely improved. In terms of fit and finish, it feels a lot better than the older model. The adjustable armrest is still here with storage inside, and its depth is decent. Overall, it's a comfortable place to be. The panoramic sunroof continues, but what's new is this auto-dimming day and night interior mirror. Finally, Mahindra has listened to feedback on this. Stepping into the second row, there's a generous amount of space. Overall, the legroom is good, and headroom is also fine. The thigh support is decent enough, with no major problems. However, the seat itself is fixed in one position, it does not slide forward or back. Beyond that, Mahindra has introduced some features for rear passengers that weren't available before. First, ventilated seats, even on a non-captain seat version, which is very nice. Second, they've added a 60-watt Type-C charging port, and this is more of a bring-your-own-device setup, so you can plug in a tablet. Third, you get the rear rack vents, which were there before, but now you also get a wireless charging pad here. Plus, you'll notice these sunblinds. What's more, the glass all around now has UV protection, a big improvement, as the old glass offered little insulation. This new glass feels like it has much better insulation overall. We'll feel that more when we drive it. Some of you might worry about keeping this light interior clean. I know, my own car had a similar issue. After trying many products, I found a very simple solution. A specially formulated spray. Just spray it on and wipe it off, and any marks or stains vanish. It's our own Motor Octane brand interior cleaner, made in India. It's available on Amazon and Flipkart, and we're already one of the best sellers on Amazon for this product. The quality is that good. Let's check out the third row. Access is fairly easy. Let me just climb in and open up this seat. 2 people can travel here. If you're over 5'7" or 5'8", you might feel a bit cramped. I'm 6 feet, and I'm sitting here comfortably, though headroom is a bit tight. I can recline the seat back a bit for more comfort. Overall, for short trips of half an hour or so, it's absolutely no problem. I've sat in my own 7-seater often without issues. What else do you get back here? a cup holder, a 12-volt socket, AC vents, and a knob to control the blower speed. Now, what about the engine options? You get a 2.0-liter turbo petrol engine, paired with either a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed automatic transmission. Then there's the 2.2-liter diesel engine option, also with a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed automatic, and this one can be had with an all-wheel drive system. The variants start from AX3, then go to AX5, AX7, AX7T, and AX7L. The ADAS features that were in the AX7 before have now moved to the AX7T and AX7L trims, which, of course, pack in many more features. The starting price for this SUV is around lakhs, ex-showroom. On road, that translates to roughly lakhs. The top-end AX7L model starts from around -28 lakhs, ex-showroom. On road, depending on your city, and with all-wheel drive, it can approach approximately -30 lakhs. So, they've introduced many new features here. Has the performance changed much? We'll find out when we drive it, because the biggest claimed change in terms of driving is the suspension. They say they've introduced a new suspension setup that makes potholes feel a lot less harsh. Overall, they've worked on cabin insulation, made the interiors more premium, and of course, added those extra new features. Overall, the XUV 700 was always a fantastic package. The 7XO, if you look at it, has become an even better value proposition. Most importantly, its sense of premiumness has been significantly enhanced compared to the 7XO. Now, if after seeing all this you still have questions, I'm going to tell you one thing. You can connect with us on a phone call and clarify all your doubts. All you have to do is book your phone call timing. Go to motoctin.com, fill in your details, and book a call with an expert. These are people who have driven all these cars and can genuinely tell you which vehicle is right for you and why. So, that's a complete look at the new Mahindra XUV 7XO. If you enjoyed this detailed tour, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Winds of Thought for more. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.